Last season, Clark, the Spurs kept on winning as usual. They passed the Lakers, in fact, for the best winning percentage all time for a franchise.
Well, some of that has to do with the struggles the Lakers had last season, but more of it is credit to the Spurs. Consistency and high-quality play has been who they are and have been for 2 decades.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Leonard against Durant. Back to Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. Green with the block. And they get it back. That puts them in the lead. 6 points for Enes Kanter. For San Antonio, they've gone 0-4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark.
And with the Spurs and their winning percentage, it's right above 60. Not bad for a team that joined the NBA back in 1977.
They're going to have to play really smart on defense now and defend without fouling because they're over the limit. A lot of the Spurs' success, guys, with their winning percentage has come since the 90s. The way they are put together, who knows how high they can push that franchise winning percentage.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. The Thunder also changing it up. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Durant. Dion Waiters comes in for Roberson. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Stolen by Ginobili. Sweet little floater. Ginobili's got 9 points. And Clark, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Last year, the Thunder were in a playoff battle all season, Clark. Their road record of 16-24, a big part of why they didn't sneak into the playoffs.
Well, when you're dealing with the kinds of injuries the Thunder had last year, it's impossible to be your best, and grinding out road wins is that much tougher.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
To the inside, and Duncan gets it to go on the assist by Mills. Mills has got 3 assists in the game.
You know what? I think he had to call timeout right now just to get his guys to regroup because they were really ragged out there.
Yeah, they've got to get some things straightened out, and sometimes the best way to do that is with the timeout. They look to be overwhelmed right now.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Ibaka's checked in the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Augustine dishes to Ibaka. Will it go? Duncan with some nice D.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint. It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Screen by Duncan. Ginobili with the 3. score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. Ibaka goes in. Can't cash in from close range.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
And the Spurs with some changes. Boris Diaz checked in for Duncan. Leonard comes in for Anderson. And Parker subbed in for Patty Mills. Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Augustine, that's good.
Now that's a momentum shifter there. A steal leading straight to a quick bucket.
Yeah, and a great way, Clark, to capitalize on the turnover. Don't waste any time. Get the ball right up the court.
San Antonio calls timeout.
They're sending guys to the line way more than they should here. They need to play good position defense and avoid the reach-in sloppy foul.
San Antonio calls timeout. San Antonio calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And Leonard gets it to go.
And just a little bit ragged.
Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's San Antonio as they end the third quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. And we'll be back with you right after this. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Aldridge out there with Kawhi Leonard. That's the San Antonio 5. Just 5 on the clock. Aldridge. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Cantor checked in for Waiters. Durant in the corner. Leonard with the steal. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The dish to Robertson. Outside Durant. In the corner, it's Westbrook. He kicks to Robertson. No good from outside.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Durant kicks to Westbrook. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Westbrook's got it back down to within single digits for the Thunder. Parker again. It's Westbrook. And Parker, here we go. Here's Aldridge. Drills it from outside.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. The shot misses. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Back to Parker. That's good.
He hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but he's worked within the team concept to help them get the lead. He's done some other things other than scoring to help his team get the lead here. Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Here's Marjanovic. Durant with the steal. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that. Well, we all know that #1 overall picks are incredibly valuable. I mean, they can change the course and face of an entire franchise. Last season, the playoffs were full of teams that featured #1 overall picks.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. His message, I don't want us patting ourselves on the back just yet. We can congratulate ourselves after the final horn. Right now, we need to go out there and take this one home. Guys?
Thanks a lot, Doris. And guys, teams with the #1 overall pick tend to go very deep in the playoffs. Just the nature of how the NBA lottery and rebuilding structure works.
Yeah, and in the playoffs last season, every team in the conference semis but one had a #1 overall pick on their roster. So that one team was the Grizzlies.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both. There's a minute 40 left in the game. Spurs leading by 9. Parker outside. There's the feed to Duncan.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100%.